And welcome back for the final time during the Lincoln Trail Conference tournaments. Girls basketball here at West Central High School in Biggsville, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Championship game ready to come your way, and fittingly enough, had a little bit of a water delay, not because of water on the stage this time, but instead a little moisture on the floor where they were trying to clean things up. We're here for the national anthem. We'll take a break and step away. We'll be back right after the national anthem here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
Welcome back to Western Hall here on the campus, or Western Hall. Until I've been doing too many Western Illinois University games. West Central High School in Biggsville, Illinois. West Central actually shows as the visitors on the scoreboard here tonight. They're the lower ranked team. Starting. Sam Meyer, number 23. Number 10, Addie Seitz. Number 3, Harley Haynes. And Shelby Bowman, number 4. And number 12 was Brooklyn Miller. Kaylee Sealis, Clarabella Van Opdorp, Elena Manuel, number 3. Number 32, Zoe Vance. Number 23, Olivia Goodley, the starters for Annawan here in this one. As we get ready to go with the championship game, it's West Central and Annawan. Overtime it was needed to figure out who was going to be the third place winner. That ended up going to Weathersfield by 6 in overtime over Princeville. Harley Haynes set to jump up with Kaylee Sealis, and here we go. It's won and dribbled down by Bowman. She loses it to Goodley, and Goodley going to go back the other way with an easy layup here to start things off for the Bravettes. Olivia Goodley has 2. Bowman into Haynes. Haynes shot up and in. Harley Haynes on the assist from Bowman, and we're tied at 2. Annawan, the number 3 ranked team in Class 1A. That jumper's off no good. Jump ball as the shot was sent up by Manuel. Sealis, Haynes, and others were tied up down there. A jump ball goes to the Bravettes. Van Opdorp, you'll hear her name a lot tonight. She's going to go over to Manuel. In to Silas. Silas out to Zoe Vance. 7 minutes. Van Opdorp for three. It's off, no good. Silas with the rebound and the putback. She's got two. Seitz with it. Addie Seitz on the dribble. And I'm going to call a foul. Van Opdorp's going to pick up the foul, her first, team's first. And I don't know if you heard it yet, Jason Buckiewicz, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Shot by Seitz is off, no good. As Van Opdorp got called for the foul, he said, "Are you going to start this crap already?" He is less than happy with that call. Here's a three on the way. He'll be happy with that if it goes in. It did not. Be tracked down by Goodling. And Goodley is going to step on the inline. Turnover back to the Heat. It's 4-2 Bravettes. Early in the first quarter, 6:23 to go here in quarter number one. Shelby Bowman, who scored 48 on Wednesday night, is yet to have scored. And now Haynes Miller loses it, but it goes right to Seitz. It goes right to, Meyer. That was 3 or 4 lost balls by the Heat that went straight to a Heat player that was then again lost. And Bowman's going to inbound after the jump ball. Bowman with it. Haynes. Brooklyn Miller with the bucket. Good ball movement, tied at 4. Goodley with it, up top, down in the corner. It goes to Manuel, back to Goodley. 5:35 to go. Van Opdorp looked at the three, but didn't take it. Bowman's going to get the steal. She's yet to score, but she's going to go to the rack this time. Pull-up jumper, 5 feet, bank shot, good for Shelby Bowman. 6 points, 3 players have scored. At the half, I believe only 2 players had scored for West Central in their game against Weathersfield the other night. It was all Bowman and a little bit of Haynes. And I think Seitz is going to pick up that foul. A couple free throws coming. It is going to be on Addie Seitz. It'll be her first, team first. Zoe Vance shooting a couple free throws. First free throws of the game for either team with the 5:09 to go here in the first quarter. First free throw's good. Bravettes back to a 1 point, or actually not back to a 1 point lead, cut it back to a 1 point lead for the Heat. And second one in and out, no good. Haynes had it in her hand. It was knocked away. It's going to roll around on the floor, finally picked up by Bowman. Shelby Bowman. Goes to the right through a couple of defenders and gets the bucket to fall. Bowman gets her 4th points. Olivia Goodley hits the triple. She's got 5. Meyer hits the 2. It's 10-8 according to the scoreboard. Manuel hits the 2. Tied at 10. Bowman with it now. 4:04. 3 off, no good. Haynes tracks down the rebound. Back to Bowman it goes. She's on the dribble. Gets trapped. Spins through. Spins through again. Gets knocked down. Kicked. And Goodley kicks it out of bounds. Sub coming in for the Heat. Going to be number 5, Laney Klossing, the sophomore. Checking in, replacing Brooklyn Miller. Bowman with it, 3:50 left in the first quarter. Clausing tried to get it to Haynes. It was stolen away. She skips it across. Seitz comes down with it, puts it up and in. Addie Seitz gets the bucket. (12-10), Heat with the lead. Goodley. Man, she got hammered. No foul call. Zoe Vance, though, gets the rebound and the putback. She's got 3. 12-12 is the score. Van Opdorp nearly a steal on Clausing, trying to get it to Bowman. Seitz. And the Clausing. Meyer has it stolen away by Van Opdorp. Stolen back away by Bowman. Bowman double teamed. Skips it across. Seitz for 3. It's off left, right, no good. My left, their right. I'm at the end of the floor. Knocked out of bounds by Haynes. Chance for the Bravettes to retake a lead here. It was tied at 8, 10, and 12. Two lead changes, 3 ties. Van Opdorp can't get it to fall. Jump ball. Annawan ball. Three was off. Goodley got the rebound. Her 2-pointer's off. Bowman with it. Step back 3, no good. Rebound off the floor by Goodley. Back the other way with 2:07 to go in the first quarter. 1 foul apiece. Goodley, the runner, is off, but a foul is going to be called. Meyer picks the foul up, number 23. Her first. At the free throw line is Goodley. She hits the first one. She's number 23 as well. She's got 6. Silas gets the rebound and the putback. 1:45 to go. Bowman has it stolen away. Picked up by Vance, off to Goodley. Goodley throws it down to Silas, who loses it out of bounds. It's 15-12, 1:36 remaining. Heat trail the Bravettes by 3 in the championship game of the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. Seitz threw to where she thought Bowman was going to go, but Bowman wasn't going to where Seitz thought she was. 1:20 remaining. Silas. Goodley. Van Opdorp. Going to get trapped in the corner. Going to get it to Vance. Her shot up off, no good. Silas with the rebound. Her shot's no good. Addie Seitz with the rebound. A steal, and then Van Opdorp gets the bucket. 17-12, 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Silas is going to pick up the foul. It'll be her first, team second. Bowman has it on inbound with 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter. She goes over to Haynes. Haynes going to drive. Gives it baseline Clausing. She can't get it to fall. Haynes gets the rebound and the put back. Harley Haynes gets her second bucket. She's got 4. Silas, left elbow jumper off, no good. Rebounded by the Heat with 18 seconds left. Bowman pushes it up the floor. Goodley steps in front of her behind the back. Loses it, gets it back between the legs. Van Opdorp for three. No good. Seeless with the rebound. 2 seconds, 1 second. Vance up and in. At the end of the first quarter, Vance has 5 points after that bucket. It's 19-14. And they are letting them play here in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to West Central High School, Biggsville, Illinois, the championship game of the Lincoln Trail Conference Girls Basketball Tournament. The Bravettes of Annawan lead the Heat of West Central 19-14 as we get ready to start quarter number 2. Bowman with it. Been a balanced scoring attack really for both teams. Haynes with it down low. She leaves it short, gets her own rebound. Bowman comes down with it. Haynes probably was out of bounds, but they didn't call it. She gets the bucket. She's got 6. Goodley with it. 7:33 remaining in the first half. Manuel gives it to Van Opdorp. 3 on the way. Manuel rattles it around. No, that's Goodley, excuse me. Her second triple, her second sports corner 3 for Olivia Goodley. She's got 9. Bowman answers with a 3 of her own, a sports corner 3. She's got 7. Another 3 is long. Haynes with the rebound. She throws it right to Goodley, though. Back to Vance. Her jumper short. Rattles off the backside after it hit the front side. And they're going to call a block on Goodley, I believe. They will. Olivia Goodley picks up her first foul. Team's first of the second quarter. 22-19 is the score. Trying to skip it down. And it's going to be Meyer getting the bucket. Sam Meyer's got her second bucket. She's got 4 points. Back to a 1-point game, 22-21. 3 on the way. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Zoe Vance. It'll be possession to West Central. Sights with it, 6:13 to go. Bowman back to Sights. Other corner, Bowman. She'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound by Meyer. Loses it. Goodley comes up with it. Goodley pull it. No, I thought she was going to pull the trigger on a transition 3. And then Klossing's going to get a trailing foul. Her first. Team's first of the second quarter. Hop into live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We like to communicate with the folks in the live chat. Seeless jumper. Good. First bucket of the quarter for the Bravettes. 6. Actually, they had a 3-pointer earlier, excuse me. Bowman with it. But hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from as Meyer tries another bucket. It's off, no good. Vance with the rebound. She just walked about 3 steps, but Goodley travels down the far side. Dumps it corner 3. Good by Seeless. She's got 9. Share the stream if you would. 3 for Sights. Good! A sports corner 3 for Addie Sights. She's got 5. Share the link if you would. Let your friends and family know where they can watch the game here. It's going to be a good one, it looks like. We're in the second quarter. 4:50 remaining. And Klossing is going to pick up the foul. Her second. Team foul number 2. Checking into the game is going to be number 5, Paige Sierens. Down to Zoe Vance, turn around, off, no good, in and out. Haynes with the rebound. She gives it to Bowman. She pushes it up with 4:38 to go in the first half. She'll try a 3. Good! A Sports Corner 3 for Shelby Bowman, and we're tied at 27. Bowman has 10. Sealis, another 3. It's off, no good. Haynes with the rebound. Outlet to Bowman. Sealis, a lot of contact. Bowman comes down with it, though. She puts up another 3. That one's long. Going to be picked up off the floor by Haynes. Haynes goes out to Seitz. Seitz tries to get it to Haynes. Back to Seitz. She'll try a 3. Top of the key. Off, no good. Klossing and Van Opdorp fighting for it. And Klossing's going to get called for her 3rd foul. Klossing off the bench has 3 fouls already. All 3 of them here in the second quarter. Brooklyn Miller checks back in. Goodley takes it up the floor with 3:45 to go in the first half. Tied at 27 here in the championship game. John, thanks for watching from Bushnell. We appreciate it. Macomb 1, thanks for watching. Goodley lofts up a triple. That one wasn't close, but Vance was there. Now another offensive rebound, and that one's up and in. That was for Paige Sirens, her first bucket. It's a 2-point lead for the Bravettes. Shelby's uncle watching from St. Louis. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you alongside. Hopefully you enjoy the broadcast. 3 or 2 on the way, and it's Sam Meyer going to go to the free throw line. Zoe Vance going to pick up the foul, her first, team's first of the second quarter. Meyer rattles the first one around and drops it in. She's got 5 points. And missed the second. Finally picked up by Sirens. And it's 28-29. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half now. Van Opdorp. Goodley down in the corner. Sirens back to Goodley. Bravettes lead by 1. 3 on the way. Bowman's going to get the rebound off of the hands of Seitz. Bowman's going to back it out. Shelby Bowman. As I said, 48 points the other night. Seitz has it. Back to Bowman now, 2:30 remaining. Step back 3. Good! A Sports Corner 3 for Shelby Bowman. She's got 13. And her team leads by 2 now. Traveling for Zoe Vance. 2:14 to go. It'll be Heat basketball. Subs coming in for the Bravettes. Back into the game, Elena Manuel. Van Opdorp taking a break for the first time tonight. 2:14 remaining. Clock running now down to 2:10 remaining. Bowman brings it across half court. The Heat. Bowman, another 3. Can she hit it? She cannot. Rebound, though, by Meyer, blocked by Manuel, picked up by Sealis. Goodley takes it the other way. And then it's going to go off of, yeah, that's a good call. Goes off of Haynes, out of bounds. Goodley luckily saved it off of Haynes, and it's going to be Manuel to inbound now with 1:54 to go in the first half. Sirens with it. 1:40 remaining. Into Silas. Back to Manuel for three. Off, no good. Rebound to Bowman. In transition now. And she's going to be fouled and goes sliding across the floor. Probably a good foul in all honesty. Going to give it to Manuel. That's going to be Elena Manuel's first, team's third of the quarter. Billy Swisher from Gilbert, Arizona. Shelby Bowman's cousin. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And Tad Markham from Orlando, Florida. There's Go He, another Shelby cousin. This one's a second cousin, but thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Love seeing where everybody's from. That's a 2. Foot was on the line. Off, no good. Haynes with the rebound. Count it! And a foul! Harley Haynes gets the bucket to fall. If it's 3. Yep, Manuel's going to pick up the foul. She's the first player, besides Klossing, with more than one foul. She gets her second. Team foul number 4. The Heat will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Haynes has 8. Off, no good. Tipped around. And it's going to be with 1:03 to go. Haynes can't make the free throw. So it's 33-29. Silas, man. Van Opdorp back in the game. 50 seconds remaining. Little floater. Off, no good. Rebound tipped down. And Bowman comes out with it. She's going to drive the length of the floor. Man, she might have got away with a carry right there. Count it. Bowman gets the bucket. She's got 15. 33 seconds left. Silas down to Vance. Vance puts the shot up. Off, no good. Tipped around. Back to Vance. Puts it up again. She's going to be fouled. That might be Meyer who gets that. They could give it to Seitz, but I think, yep, they're going to give it to Seitz. I thought Seitz was straight up. Meyer was the one I thought that might have come down, but Seitz is going to get it nonetheless. It'll be her second. Zoe Vance at the free throw line to shoot 2. 24.4 seconds left here in quarter number 2. First one, good for Zoe Vance. She has 6 points. She's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Went 1 for 2 in her first trip. Made the first, missed the second. See if she can change that here. She does not. She missed the second, but Silas with the rebound. 3 on the way, off, no good. We saved inbounds. Vance comes out with it. Manuel down the corner. Goodley, no, that's Sirens for 3. Bowman putting up the 3, gets fouled, and I think they're going to give her 3 shots. That'll be 5 anyway. She is shooting 3 with 2.0 seconds left. Shelby Bowman going to shoot 3 free throws. And a bench warning given to the Bravettes. First free throw by Bowman is off, no good. Second one is good. She's got 16. Subs coming in. Livy Price in for West Central, I believe. Second one and third one is good. She's got 17. 2 for 3. And that's how the half comes to an end. West Central comes from behind. They were down by 5. They find their way to the lead, 37-33 at the half. Championship second half coming your way in just about 10 minutes. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Here's a word from our title sponsor, McDonough District Hospital.
Welcome back to halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Patrick Osterman, the Director of Business. What? Tell me again. I know you as the media guy. That's what I know you as. And every time I talk to you, it's like, I can't ever remember.
Well, for the majority of my MDH career, I have been the director of public relations and marketing. But as of February of 2023, that's when I added on the title of vice president of business strategy.
Well, see, there you go. See, I that's what you get me all discombobulated. You know, the email address doesn't change. That's my problem. It
does not. No.
If you changed the email address, I would have had that. I would have remembered that. But every time, you get something stuck in your head. It's kind of like when I'm announcing a basketball game or something, and I say somebody's name wrong, and then they say this is how you're supposed to say it. I always just mess it up. It's just hard to change back. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Well, we're here to talk about MDH, not about all my shortcomings as an announcer or an interviewer, but a lot of big things happening for MDH here in the last year or so, hasn't there?
There has been a lot of really positive things going on. If you come out to our campus, you're going to see the construction for the community pharmacy going on. That is certainly one of our big projects. We've also had a lot of community outreach events, too, over the past 6 months, I would say, really from like summer, fall 2023. Just a lot of positive things going on.
Well, one of the things we talked a little bit about last year but didn't really get to touch on a lot was you've expanded. You've got a physical therapy, I believe, in Monmouth. Is that correct?
Correct. We got the MDH Monmouth Clinic, physical therapy up there, a convenience clinic. Everything's been going really well up there. Very supportive community. Really been just incredible how many people have been welcoming us into the community. We've got some staff members up there who are part of the Monmouth community, live there in Monmouth. So really the familiar face when you walk into the clinic.
Obviously, we were talking about sports, and we've talked about physical therapy and rehabilitation. That's a large – I don't know if it's a large part of what you guys do, but it's a very active way for you to be involved in the sports in the area, especially high school sports, and you've got a very solid physical therapy and rehabilitation department.
Our sports medicine and rehabilitation department, we've got our clinic up in the hospital on the third floor. We have our clinic in North Lafayette. We've got one over in our Bushnell family practice, and as we just talked about, up in the Monmouth clinic as well. As you know, Dwayne, sports is big in this area, and it's great. I've got children who played sports for Macomb or are playing sports for Macomb. We know how important that is. Make sure you have the athletic trainers, that you have the proper medical care there on the sidelines for the student athletes. So anytime that we can be a sponsor of that to help and just help not only promote the MDH brand, but more importantly, take care of the patients, take care of the student athletes. That's what's most important.
I think one of the biggest things parents, fans can see in person is Lindsay, Kessler, all those trainers that are at these games, and they it's I don't want to say it's funny, but it's really cool to see how they become ingrained in those teams that they are part of as trainers.
I used to work in college athletics before making the switch over to MDH, and in my near 25 years of working in sports information, we would be involved with the teams quite a bit. But as also one of the support staff members, we also work closely with the athletic trainers. There's a lot of different personnel involved, more than just the coach and the student athlete, that help make that successful. When you have a strong support staff like athletic trainers, for instance, it's just going to make your program stronger. You want your kids healthy. You want them to be out there as much as possible. If they are injured, okay, what can we do to best care for them to make sure that they get on the court quickly and as healthy as possible?
I think MDH and the schools, though, are lucky to have the quality of trainers that you've got that not only do a good job, but truly, I mean, you can watch by the Facebook posts and how much they care about the teams, even if they don't treat somebody on a team, they become part of that team.
They do, and I think the more they deal with it, they're there on a daily basis. They want to see those student athletes succeed, and they certainly do have a personal investment in the teams and seeing the kids, the student athletes, the coaches succeed, and the school succeed.
Okay, so we've talked about how important trainers are and everything to MDH, but you mentioned a few minutes ago, I think it's been a few minutes ago, seconds ago maybe, but you talked about how you spent years in sports information.
I did.
How does a sports information guy end up as a public relations guy and then a VP at a hospital?
Well, when I got started, I had an interest in doing a lot of writing when I was in college, and my academic advisor knew me, he knew my family, and he knew we were big sports fans. And he said, Pat, you realize there's a profession out there called sports information? And he explained it to me, and I said, so essentially I kind of get paid to watch sports. And he goes, well, yeah, kind of. So that really started my interest. And then when I was at Northern Iowa, that's where I got my undergrad degree. I actually graduated with public relations degree. I worked at the student office at Northern Iowa, and then that led me to go to grad school out at Gonzaga University. I got my athletic administration master's degree. And my first job was actually at Eastern Illinois, and I was the PR person for Eastern Illinois University Athletics. I was the assistant director, worked 7 great years. That's where I met my wife, Susan. Our 2 older boys were born there. Led to my first full-time director job at Georgia Southern University. And then from there I came up to Macomb. I was at Western Illinois for 8 years as the sports information director. But as I joked when I started at MDH, instead of writing about touchdowns and field goals and home runs, now I get to write about doctors, the staff, and just taking care of patients and the positive patient stories. So it's really, instead of athletics where I'm telling a story about student athletes, now I get to tell the story about our staff and great interactions with our patients. And then, you were talking about being named vice president. I do a lot with the Macomb Chamber of Commerce. I'm on the board of directors. One of the perks of working at Western and living in Macomb, it's a smaller community. You get to know a lot of people, and we're able to build some great relationships, and it's been just a blessing to be able to carry those relationships from Western over to MDH and now expand on those as my new role as Vice President of Business Strategy.
Well, you've had a couple kids go through Macomb, and
Yep.
they've had some success post Macomb as well, playing some sports, I think, right?
Correct.
So how important is it to be involved? And, TSSR isn't a huge deal by any stretch of the imagination. I guess when you're talking about communications, it's kind of the same thing as MDH, right? We're the small market provider of sorts. Why is it important for you to be involved and to make sure MDH is involved in what we're doing?
Well, as we said earlier, this is a big sports area. There's a very passionate fan base, and if they can't be in the games, they want to be able to try and watch the game somehow. So I remember when you first started, we had our initial conversations. I really was very impressed with the vision that you had to carry this on and where you wanted to go, and I thought this is a great opportunity for us as the marketing director to help promote our MDH brand, but also help promote high school athletics and help promote TSSR Game Time Live. And it's been a great relationship. We anytime I tune in, it's you guys do a great job broadcasting the events home and road. I know it's a lot of work for you guys to put this on, and I think the fans are very appreciative. And it's just a great opportunity for visibility. We're able to tell a story about our staff members and the great things that we're doing here at the hospital, all while watching some great high-quality sports productions.
Well, we appreciate that. Thanks for taking a few times, a few laughs, and a little mess up from me occasionally. But if you watch very many of our broadcasts, you should be used to that. Whenever you hear me talk, I tend to mess up.
No, you do a great job, and it's a great pleasure being a part of this partnership.
We'll be back with the second half right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Welcome back to West Central High School. It's time for the second half of the championship game for the Lincoln Trail Conference Girls Basketball Championship. It is Annawan basketball. Down to Vance, and she gets the quick bucket to open the third quarter. Vance had 6 in the first half. 9 points for Goodley. Bowman's jumper is good. That gives her 19. She had 17 in the first half. 3 for Paige Sirens. Make that 5 for Paige Sirens. 2 for Manuel. 9 for Silas. And 2 for Van Opdorp. For West Central, it was 8 for Harley Haynes. 17, as I said, for Bowman. She's now got 19. 5 for Addie Seitz. Vance with it down low. 2 for Brooklyn Miller. Manuel for 3. It's good. Elena Manuel hits the 3. She's got 5 points now. I forgot to put 2 for Shelby on the scoreboard. Bowman with it. Now to Seitz. 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Want to say hi to Amy Bowman. Go Heat. Good luck, Shelby. Shelby misses that one. And it's possession to the Bravettes, down by 1. And Bill Forker. Bill and Louise Forker, Shelby's cousins, watching from Blandonsville. Thanks for joining us. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. If you can hear it over there or not, but the youngster son get up. Vance puts the shot up and in. She powered her way through to that one. She's got 10. Seitz to Bowman. Double teamed. To Haynes. Nice look, nice pass, can't finish. Traveling as Vance and Manuel were actually fighting over the basketball, 2 teammates, and Manuel fell down with it. 5:47 to go in the third quarter. Bravettes lead by 1. Inbound, and again, not finishing the easy look. That time was Sam Meyer, and she's going to pick up the foul. 2 easy looks at the basket, unable to finish, and it's still a 1-point lead for the Bravettes. First team foul of the quarter for the Heat. Into Sealis, down to Vance. Van Opdorp, 3-second violation called on Vance. Bowman will walk it up for the Heat. Her team down by 1. She gives it off to Seitz. Tried to get it to Haynes, knocked away by Goodley, out of bounds. It'll stay with West Central. Out of Haynes. She's going to drive. It was touched. It's going to stay with the Heat. Seitz will inbound. 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Bowman. She's got some ball handling skills. There's no doubt about that. To go along with her scoring ability. Again, another easy basket missed. Another block shot missed. And Van Opdorp pushes it back the other way after Sealis got the rebound. She goes across to Manuel. Manuel can't finish an easy bucket. So these two teams that shot so well in the first half are both missing a few easy buckets. Now that one's stolen away by Vance, who was trailing the play from Bowman. And it's 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Goodley, jumper, short. Rebound Vance. Vance, jumper, short. Sealis over Haynes. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled by Harley Haynes. Haynes picks up her first. Team foul number 2 on West Central. Kaylee Sealis. Heat take a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to West Central High School. Heat take the timeout. You see them on the screen there. 4:32 remaining in the third quarter. The Bravettes, the number 3 ranked team in the state, leads West Central 40-39 by 1. Haynes just picked up her first foul. Sealis is at the free throw line. She'll shoot 2 as the timeout was called before the first one. It's her first free throws of the night. First one, no good. As a team, they are 3 for 7 from the charity stripe, are the Bravettes. That one's off, no good as well, but Silas gets her own rebound. Vance gets way back underneath the basket, but she's able to get it up and in. So they did what they wanted. She missed them both, but then Vance got the offensive rebound for her 12th point. And now it's stolen away. And stolen back away again. Pushing it back the other way is Bowman. Bowman's going to go. Right up and in. Bowman's got 21. Goodley, wide open three, left wing, way off. Vance is there, though. It was almost like a pass. She missed that one. Silas got the rebound. Now she's going to save it back in bounds. Haynes got it. Bowman pushes it up. 3:46 to go. Now it's stolen away. Goodley comes down with it. 3:42 to go. This is not nearly the same style of basketball as we saw in the first half, folks. Three in transition. It's good. A sports corner three for Shelby Bowman. And she's got 24. She's halfway to the 48 she had on Wednesday night. Crossing. It's Bowman with the steal. Jump ball. Possession will go to West Central. 3:15 remains here in the third quarter. The Heat lead by 2, 44-42. Van Opdorp's going to get called for the reach that time. No, they're going to call Silas for the body. That kind of surprises me, but Silas picks up her second. First team foul of the quarter. 3:11 to go. Van Opdorp took a huge swipe at the basketball. Haynes on great ball movement. Meyer to Haynes from Bowman. And Haynes has her 10th point. Now Seitz with a steal. Bowman back to, oh, what a behind the back move. Puts the shot up. Count it, and a foul. Shelby Bowman. The behind-the-back dribble at the three-point line was absolutely crazy. She gets the bucket and an old-fashioned three-point play attempt. Van Opdorp is going to pick up her second foul, team's second. Free throw is good. .27 points for Shelby Bowman. And it's a 7-point lead, 49-42. Timeout on the floor, charged to the Bravettes. We'll take a quick one as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to West Central High School. It is, if my memory serves me correctly, a 8-0 run. For the Heat. Goodley drives, throws it across and out of bounds. I don't think anybody touched it. They're going to talk about it. The official on the near side is going to say it was touched. There was a lot of hands in the way. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, but I couldn't tell, so I can't really say a lot. And they're going to call Zoe Vance with the push as Sam Meyer had her fronted, and Vance pushed off to get the position. That's foul number 3 with 2:38 to go here in the third quarter for the team. Vance has her second foul. Goodley goes out. Sirens comes in. 2:38, as I said, remaining in the third quarter. Two very, very good girls basketball teams in Class 1A. Oh, wide open is Meyer, and she can't finish again. They've had 6 points at least on wide open layups that they haven't been able to complete. Klossing is going to get the foul. It'll be her fourth. Team's third. Brooklyn Miller is going to check back in. Well, no, she's not. Klossing's got 4 fouls. Seeless, Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp, free throw line jumper, off, no good. Bowman with the rebound. She pushes it back the other way. In transition, she backs it back out, puts up the 3. Off, no good. 2 minutes remaining. Cross half court, Van Opdorp with it. Tipped around, Seeless, outlet Bowman on the steal. I thought I heard a whistle. Foul! 2 free throws coming for Shelby Bowman. I thought I heard a whistle. Players kind of stopped as well. 1:46 remaining. Foul number 4. It's on Van Opdorp. That's her third. Shelby Bowman shooting 2 free throws with 27 points on the night. Misses the first. She is 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Sirens comes back in to the free throw lane, I should say, as they can't leave spots open any longer. Second one, good. 28 points. (50-42). Brooklyn Miller picks up the foul, her first. Team's fourth. Both teams have 4 team fouls now with 1:40 to go. Free throws the rest of the way for both teams on every foul. Van Opdorp. Sirens, back to Goodley. Down to Sirens, great look. What a look by Goodley to Sirens. And Sirens has 7. Haynes with it. Skips out to Bowman, wide open 3, left wing. Good for a Sports Corner 3 for Shelby Bowman. She's got 31. 9-point lead and a turnover. Bowman's going to push it back the other way. They don't stop ball. She misses the left-handed layup, though. Are they going to call a jump ball? They are. Jump ball. Possession will go to Annawan, however. 44.3 seconds left here in quarter number 3. A 9-point lead for West Central, who has opened it up on Annawan here in quarter number 3. It's going to be a good one down the stretch, folks. Share the link with your friends. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you would. Seeless, I don't know why she doesn't take that shot. She gives it to Vance, and Vance is going to, how did that not go in? Meyer is going to pick up the foul. It'll be her third. Team foul number 5. Seeless will shoot 2 free throws. She missed both of her earlier free throw attempts. 28.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. First one's good. Trying to make it 50% from the free throw line here for Seeless. Riley Stimson into the game, number 30. Seeless, shot up, good. She evens herself back at 50% from the free throw line. 23 seconds left. Bowman's pass is stolen away. Van Opdorp. Seitz is going to pick up the foul. Van Opdorp will go to the free throw line. That's her third. Clarabella Van Opdorp at the free throw line shooting 2. She's only got 2 points tonight. Make it 3. Second one. Good as well. Bowman with 10 seconds left. Silly foul. Goodley's going to pick it up. And she did. She put an arm out there and just gave the little forearm shiver to Bowman. And that's going to give 2 free throws to Bowman with 8.7 seconds left. That's the kind of foul that'll give a coach a lot of gray hair right there. Is Bowman at the free throw line. Makes the first. 32 points for Bowman. That one rattles around, hits about every part of the rim and the backboard and falls through. She's got 33. 3 on the way by Manuel. It's off, no good. Tipped around. Sealis with the rebound and the putback. It's off, no good. Sirens. And they were saying it was no good. I thought a foul was coming, but Sirens is going to miss it. It wouldn't have counted either way. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's 55-48. The Heat lead the Bravettes. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Right after this.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome back to West Central High School. Here in Biggsville, Illinois, the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. Girls basketball, final 8 minutes as we head to the fourth quarter. It'll be West Central basketball to open the final stanza. That means that Annawan will have the jump ball, possession arrow. Meyer has it knocked away. Van Opdorp now bringing it back. Sirens to the corner. She's open. Won't take the 3, though. Manuel won't either. Van Opdorp will. Long off, no good. Bowman gets the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Goodley. It'll stay with the Heat. Heading into the fourth quarter, 33 points for Bowman. Be interesting to see as Bowman flirts with that end line. She tries to go down to Seitz, to Meyer, goes right across to Miller, back to Haynes. Bowman was back to play defense, wasn't even coming up. Now she's going to take the 3. It's off, no good. Haynes has the rebound. She comes back to Bowman. Bowman on the dribble. Is going to drive. Now bounces it back out. A block is going to be called on Sirens. Paige Sirens picks up her first. It's the first of the fourth quarter. Zoe Vance is going to check back in. She's got 2 fouls. So replace Paige Sirens for Annawan. 7:03 to go here in the final quarter. We did have overtime in the third place game. Weathersfield survived a great game with Princeville. Bowman with it now in the corner as she ran the baseline. Now Van Opdorp is going to, Coach Klossing is railing on the official on the far side, and the crowd didn't like the call either, but it's going to be Annawan basketball nonetheless. Goodley is wide open out there, and Haynes paying no attention to her. Sealis with it. She looked at Vance. It's a 7-point game. West Central with the lead. Oh, there's a turnaround by Silas. It's good. Silas has 13 to lead her squad. Haynes with it. Going to try and drive. Puts the shot up. Off, no good again. Another easy shot. 30-second timeout called by the Bravettes. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in about 15 seconds.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
At Western Illinois University.
Welcome back to West Central High School as we have 5:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. 55-50, 5-point deficit for Annawan, and they have the basketball. Trying to cut it to a one-possession game. They went to Silas, and then Bowman had it stolen away. Vance has it and gets the bucket. Vance has 14. Seitz is going to try the triple. It's in and out, no good. Haynes is going to knock that out of bounds in a pass intended for Van Opdorp. It's a 3-point game, and Annawan has the basketball with a chance to tie. The Heat led by as many as 9. Annawan has settled down. Vance baseline jumper, well long, but Goodley's there for the rebound and the putback. A 1-point game. Goodley has 11 points. Bowman, an NBA three. It's good from the 10-foot line. A Sports Corner three for Shelby Bowman. She's got 36, and her team is back up by 4. Little man-to-man defense, it looks like now for the Heat. Or matchup zone, I'm not real sure which. 3 on the way by Van Opdorp. It's off, no good. Rebound tipped by Seitz, goes right to Bowman and back the other way. 4:30 remaining. Bowman has it tipped away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Heat. This is a good one, folks. Hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. If you haven't told us yet, that ball's tipped out of bounds by Silas. For a game that's 58-54, there's been some really chaotic, good defense played by both these teams, but there's just some really good shooters on these two teams. Upper echelon of 1A basketball in the area, there is no doubt. Now Van Opdorp and Haynes going at it. And Van Opdorp's going to pick up the foul. That'll be her 4th. Clarabella Van Opdorp picks up the foul. It's her 4th, second on the team in the quarter. Haynes has it nearly out of bounds. An offensive foul. That's probably a good call. As Seitz leaned in trying to clear herself some space, but that's 4 fouls on Addie Seitz. 2 players for West Central have 4 fouls now, Klossing and Seitz. 4:07 to go here in the final quarter. Van Opdorp with it. 3 fouls for Sam Meyer as well. Baseline jumper Goodley is good. Timeout on the floor, charge to the Bravettes. It's a 30-second timeout. That should leave them 2 timeouts remaining, excuse me. The Heat have called just 1. They'll have 4 left. It's 58-56, 3:54 left. Called a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here. 36 points thus far for Shelby Bowman. 10 points for Harley Haynes, 5 points for Addie Seitz, 2 points for Brooklyn Miller, and 5 points for Sam Meyer. 14 for Zoe Vance to lead the Bravettes, 13 for Kaylee Sealis, 11 for Olivia Goodley, 4 for Clarabella Van Opdorp, 5 for Elena Manuel, and 7 for Paige Sirens. .340 left. Seitz with it to Klossing. Seitz and Klossing both with 4 fouls. Haynes tries to drive. Vance cuts her off. Seitz for 3. It's off left. And Van Opdorp's going to come down with the rebound. Started to call a charge, but they're going to call the foul on 23. That is Sam Meyer. She has 4 fouls now. 2 on the team in the quarter. .317 remaining. Still a 2-point lead for the Heat. Unofficially, we've had 4 lead changes and 3 ties. Goodley with it, 3:08. Can you hear the fans in the background getting into this one? A packed house here in Biggsville, Illinois. A little cold outside, but the heat is on in here. There's a 3 by Manuel. Vance gets the rebound. She puts it up and in, and we're tied at 58. She's got 16. Bowman skips it across to Klossing. Timeout, 30-second timeout charged to the Heat. We'll take a quick break as well. We'll be back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Welcome back to the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. As you can see over there, Coach Jason Berkowitz getting animated with his team as they break the huddle after the 30-second timeout by West Central. It's tied and a chance to retake the lead for the Heat. Bowman with it, 2:35 left in the fourth quarter. Seitz with it. Sealis is all up in her grill. Haynes with it. She's going to try and drive on Vance. Vance cutting her off. To Bowman. Bowman puts a shot up. Counted, and a foul for Shelby Bowman. She's got 38 and a free throw coming. Goodley picks up her 4th foul. 3rd foul, different 23. And she hits the free throw to give her 39 points. 61-58. And that ball was heaved way over the head of Manuel by Van Opdorp. The West Central AD was the only person that could have caught that ball, and he decided to let it go himself. 2:05 remaining. Bowman walks it up the floor. Now to 2 minutes remaining. A 3-point lead for the Heat. Seitz tries to get it to Bowman, does. It's going to be thrown out of bounds by Bowman. I thought it went off a shoulder or went off a thigh, but it did not. 30-second timeout is going to be called by the Heat. So they should have 3 timeouts remaining after this one, or actually 2 timeouts remaining, So both have 2 timeouts if my calculations are correct, and that's what the scores table is saying as well. 2-2. 2-2 with 1:50 remaining. 61-58. The Heat lead by 3. You see Coach Klossing talking to his team, the West Central Heat, over on the far side. Coach Bowman is in there talking as well. Dan Bowman talked to me after the game Wednesday night, walked up to me and said, "You remember me from FFA?" And what's funny is I remember him from FFA, but I also remember him from the football field as well. He was an okay football player back in the day, Dan Bowman was. Stephen Rubush says, "Go Heat." Go Shelby, watching from Macomb. Thanks for joining us, Stephen. Sealis, jumper, good, and it's a 1-point game. Sealis has 15. 1:32 to go. It's a 61-60 lead for the Heat. Seitz with it. She's going to dribble. Go down to Meyer. Back to Seitz with 1:15 remaining. She gives it to Bowman. 1:13 remaining. Bowman's going to try and drive. She's going to. Gets the baseline cut off. She stepped on the baseline trying to get around Vance with 1:09 to go. Annawan has the basketball and a chance to take the lead. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Neither one is close to being in the bonus yet, so that will play into things as we move down the stretch here. Van Opdorp double teamed on the baseline. She tries to throw it off Haynes. And coach called the timeout just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. He gets the timeout by the hair or the skin on his teeth, as they like to say. It was that close, folks. He gets a full timeout, and it'll be Annawan basketball on the baseline right in front of the table here as Coach Berkowitz is going over a play to try to take the lead here, 61-60. And it is 2 timeouts, actually 1 timeout now left for Annawan. 2 timeouts left for West Central. Neither team is close to being it to the bonus, so if Annawan can get the lead and West Central can't take the lead back on the other end, it's going to be hard for West Central to try to get enough fouls to get the ball back. It's going to have to be on a defensive play in the form probably of a turnover, forcing a turnover in order to get the ball back, because they still have 3 fouls or 2 fouls to give. It'll take a 3rd foul to get them to the free throw line. And you have to think that probably Annawan will shoot quick here if they can get an easy bucket, but then West Central will have to work to their back. And at long 2, right there it is. It's long off, no good. Sealis with the rebound, and she's fouled by Bowman. Bowman is going to pick up her 1st foul of the game. Team foul number 3, and that's not a bad foul, folks. You can be upset that she fouled her, but I'll tell you what. Now Sealis, who's just 50% from the free throw line, has to make 2 shots instead of 1, and that was an easy bucket to make. She makes the first one. She's got 16. She's 3 for 5. Looking for 17. We're tied at 61. She makes the second. She's got 17, and we got 5 lead changes and 5 ties. Seitz with it, down to Bowman. Bowman goes across. Meyer, she's fouled. Counted in a basket for Sam Meyer. Zoe Vance is going to pick up the foul, her 3rd. Meyer gets her 7th point and a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. She hits it. She's got 8. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 64-62. The Heat are in the bonus now, though, because of that foul. So, again, not a bad foul, really. Down to Vance. Blocked. Haynes with a rebound. It's going to go off of Sealis. It's going to snell. It's going to roll off a Heat player. A 2-point lead, and 64-62. The Heat lead by 2. But Annawan has the basketball. Manuel trying to get it in. She does to Sealis, and Bowman is there. And she gets called for the travel. .26 seconds remain as Bowman couldn't, just for whatever reason, wasn't able to put the ball down to get. It's going to go to Goodley. Goodley's jumper, short. It's tipped around, picked up by Bowman. 20 seconds left. Bowman on the dribble. She's going to try to drive, back it out. Still on the dribble. Puts the shot up. Counted, and a foul for Shelby Bowman. 41 and a basket free throw to come. Olivia Gridley picks up the foul, her fourth. Team foul number 5. Bowman, after making the hits the free throw. She's got 42. 67-62. Goodley for 3. It's good. She banked it in. A sports corner 3 for Olivia Goodley. She's got 14, and the student section was yelling, hey, 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 goodbye, and it's not over yet. 67-65, 2-point game, and a timeout on the floor charged to the Bravettes. They are out of timeouts. 5.6 seconds left. Never has there been a more important inbounds play this season, I would imagine, for the Heats, as they lead by 2, but they have to get the ball inbounds, and it's underneath their own basket, or underneath the Bravettes' basket. So a turnover here could result in an easy look at a basket. So very, very important to get this ball in for West Central. 67-65. Heat with a 2-point lead. They have the basketball. It's going to be Seitz to inbound. She gets it to Bowman. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Van Opdorp. That'll be her 5th. She'll foul out. Bowman will have a chance to add a couple more points to her scoring total. 48 in the semifinal. She's at 42 right now with 2.5 seconds left. If she can hit them both, it's over. If she hits one, there's a chance. So you said there's a chance. First one, good. (68-62) 5. And the second one's good as well. That pretty much ices it. Inbounded. 3 on the way by Goodley. Off, no good, and that's how it ends. 69-65. The Heat get the win over the Annawan Bravettes. The number 3 ranked Bravettes go down to the homeschooled West Central Heat as they pick up the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament Championship as it is. They didn't play it as you wanted to, but you can see Coach Dan Bowman and Coach Klossing excited to be where they are as the championship goes to the West Central Heats. The Bravettes get the trophy as it is. The West Central Heat win the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament. With a 69-65 victory. That's a big one, folks. That is a huge win for West Central and Coach Klossing. Coach Eisenecker and Coach Bowman, all as the students come out to congratulate the team. We're going to take we'll tell you some stats here. It might take me a second to add up free throws, but 17 points to lead Annawan for Kaylee Sealis. 14 points, make it 16 points for Zoe Vance, 14 for Olivia Goodley, 7 points for Paige Sirens, 5 points for Elena Manuel, and 4 points for Clarabella Van Opdorp. They shot 14 free throws. made 9. They're 9 of 14 from the free throw line were the Annawan Bravettes. A game high 44 points for Shelby Bowman. 10 points for Harley Haynes, 5 points for Addie Seitz, 2 points for Brooklyn Miller, 8 points for Sam Meyer. We'll tell you the free throws here. Twelve of 16 from the free throw line. So you win 69-65, and you made 5 more free throws, or you made 3 more free throws than the other team. That is huge. Bowman missed 2 free throws. She was 10 of 12 from the free throw line for the Heat, who pick up the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament Championship. Bowman finishes with 48 on Wednesday, 44 tonight to lead the Heat to the win. Dylan Voiles, thanks for watching. Says, great win, Heat. It was a great game. Well, for everybody that helped bring your contests to you this week from West Central High School for the Lincoln Trail Conference Tournament, thank you for watching. We appreciate the folks from West Central reaching out to us and letting us come and do the games. We hope that you enjoyed them as well as we did. We'll look forward to seeing you very soon down the road. Don't forget, subscribe and like our YouTube channel. Share the link. It'll be a classic to watch down the road. 69-65 the final. West Central downs Annawan in the tournament championship. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The games stay archived on YouTube. Go back and watch them anytime you want. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon.